Washington State may be known for its forests and coffee, but hidden in the shadows are stories that chill to the bone. From haunted hotels to ghost-filled theaters, these places are not just creepy, they're unforgettable. Welcome to the top 10 haunted places in Washington, if you dare. 1. Kel's Irish Restaurant and Pub. Hidden in the heart of Seattle, Kel's Irish Restaurant and Pub is more than just a place to drink. It's a portal to the beyond. Built inside the historic Butterworth Building, once the city's first mortuary, the pub still echoes with the whispers of the dead. Patrons have reported glasses shattering on their own, icy hands brushing their skin, and ghostly figures lurking near the stairwells. The basement, once a holding place for corpses, emits an unshakable chill, even in the height of summer. Employees speak of shadows that move without light, and a woman in old-fashioned mourning dress who vanishes into the walls. It's a place where laughter mixes with lingering cries from another time, and every pint poured might awaken something, watching. 2nd, Tokeland Hotel. Perched on the fog-drenched coast of Washington, the Tokeland Hotel is the oldest hotel in the state, and perhaps the most haunted. Built in 1885, its worn halls are steeped in centuries of sorrow, laughter, and something darker. Guests speak of a little ghost girl named Charlie, known to tug on sheets and giggle from shadowed corners. Lights flicker with no cause, footsteps echo in empty corridors, and doors creak open slowly, as if inviting you in. The air feels heavy, the silence unnatural, and the past seems to breathe from the walls. Some who've stayed say they woke to unseen hands brushing their faces, or whispers murmuring their names in the dead of night. This isn't just a hotel, it's a lingering memory that refuses to die. 3rd, Hotel de Haro. Tucked away on San Juan Island, Hotel de Haro stands as a majestic relic of the 1800s. But behind its elegant facade lies something far more unsettling. Guests speak of unexplained cold spots, phantom footsteps pacing the halls, and a woman in white who gazes longingly out the upstairs window before vanishing without a trace. Built in 1886, this historic hotel once hosted presidents and pioneers, but not all its guests have checked out. The creaking floorboards groan like whispers from another time, and some say the antique mirrors reflect faces that aren't really there. Staff report hearing soft sobs from empty rooms, and lights flicker at the stroke of midnight, as if stirred by unseen hands. The Hotel de Haro is beautiful, yes, but it watches, it remembers, and sometimes it speaks. 4th, Pike Place Market. Beneath the bustling charm of Seattle's Pike Place Market lies a darker, hidden world, a maze of shadowy corridors, old storefronts, and spirits that refuse to leave. Established in 1907, the market has seen tragedy, desperation, and death. The most infamous spirit is the ghost of Princess Angeline, daughter of Chief Seattle, seen silently gliding through the lower levels. Vendors tell stories of merchandise mysteriously moved, cold drafts that come from nowhere, and disembodied whispers that echo after closing time. The old lockers and alleyways carry an eerie energy, as if the walls remember every soul that ever passed through. Lights flicker, shadows dart just out of view, and some swear the market comes alive at night, not with shoppers but with the long departed. It's not just a market, it's a haunting in plain sight. 5th, University Heights Center. What was once a cheerful elementary school in Seattle has now become one of the city's most haunted landmarks. The University Heights Center, built in 1902, holds echoes of laughter that long since turned to whispers. The spirit of a little boy is said to roam the second floor, seen peeking from behind doors, leaving tiny footsteps in dusty hallways and giggling when no one is around. Lights flicker violently during quiet hours, and some visitors report an overwhelming feeling of being watched, followed, even touched. Staff have heard classroom doors slam shut on their own, chalk writing appear on boards overnight, and a piano playing a single eerie note by itself. The past clings to these walls like ivy, and once you step inside, something from another time just might follow you home. Is Fort Vancouver National Historic Site. At first glance, Fort Vancouver appears as a peaceful tribute to the past, but beneath its quiet exterior lies a history soaked in suffering and unrest. Once a bustling 19th century military outpost, it has witnessed war, disease, and death. Visitors have reported ghostly apparitions of soldiers marching silently at dusk, and a woman in pioneer dress seen wandering near the old barracks, her face pale and eyes vacant. The scent of tobacco and gunpowder lingers in rooms long sealed, and shadows move without source or reason. Paranormal investigators have captured chilling EVPs, voices crying out in agony, or whispering in long-forgotten tongues. Even the ground feels strange, as if it's holding something just beneath the surface. Fort Vancouver isn't just historic, it's haunted, alive with echoes that refuse to fade. 7th, Northern State Hospital. Deep in the misty woods of Cedro-Woolley lies the crumbling shell of Northern State Hospital. Once a massive psychiatric facility, now a decaying monument to forgotten souls. Opened in 1912, it housed thousands of patients, many of whom were subjected to outdated and often cruel treatments. Today, its abandoned halls echo with eerie silence, broken only by the whispers of the past. Visitors report hearing screams from empty rooms, seeing figures staring from shattered windows, and feeling sudden, paralyzing dread. The underground tunnels, once used to transport the dead, are said to be especially active, with cold spots and shadowy forms lurking just beyond the light. Nature may be reclaiming the building, but something else still lingers, something watching, waiting, and far from at peace. 8. Hotel Endra Seattle M Gallery Collection. Beneath the sleek, modern elegance of Hotel Endra lies a chilling past few guests ever suspect. Originally built in 1926, the building has changed hands and names, but not its secrets. Staff have whispered of ghostly figures roaming the upper floors, flickering lights in vacant rooms, and elevators moving on their own late at night. Some say the hotel was once the site of unexplained deaths, and the spirits left behind have never checked out. Guests report waking to cold breaths on their necks, hearing knocks from inside their closets, and seeing fleeting shadows in mirrors. One particular suite is said to harbor a restless presence, a woman in black who appears at the foot of the bed before fading into the wall. Hotel Endra is luxury, haunted by something far older than time. 9. The Oxford Saloon. In the quiet town of Snohomish, Washington, the Oxford Saloon stands as a charming reminder of the Old West until night falls. Built in the early 1900s, this historic bar has a long, bloody past. Once a hotspot for lawmen and outlaws, it became the scene of brawls, betrayal, and even murder. The most infamous ghost is Henry, a former policeman stabbed to death in a bar fight. His spirit still guards the stairs, where footsteps echo and cold winds swirl without cause. Upstairs, the energy shifts. The old brothel rooms are said to be haunted by women in Victorian garb, one of whom cries softly near the window. Lights flicker, glasses fly off shelves, and an unseen piano plays a lonely tune late at night. The Oxford Saloon doesn't just serve spirits, it houses them. 10. Mount Baker Theatre. Nestled in downtown Bellingham, the Mount Baker Theatre dazzles with its grand architecture. But behind the curtain, something far more sinister lingers. Opened in 1927, the theater is not just a stage for performers, but a playground for the paranormal. The most famous ghost is Judy, a mischievous spirit who's been seen gliding through balconies, giggling in the empty seats, and vanishing into thin air. Staff and guests report sudden drops in temperature, whispers in the dressing rooms, and lights that flicker violently during rehearsals. Some actors have even refused to return after encountering shadowy figures backstage. The air hums with energy, as if the walls themselves are alive, watching, waiting. At Mount Baker Theatre, the show always goes on, even for those who've long since left this world. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, these places hold more than just history. They hold echoes of the past that still whisper today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us. Which haunted spot would you dare to visit?